Hey, what's up guys, this is Liam or Weagle on your Overwatch, back with a new video. Today we're going to be talking about the new potential support hero or heroes. Now I know Doomfist is only out in a couple of days, but this does not mean that new heroes won't be coming out and that they won't be coming out sooner than later. The post that I'll read in a minute shows that they are already thinking about these new heroes, and I know that a lot of people in the community are too. Long story short, new heroes equals new cool things for us all to play. Also, with Doomfist coming out, I've seen a lot of people saying, look, we've had some cool heroes, but could we get another support? Slowly but surely, over time, support is starting to mean more than just healing in Overwatch, with characters like Torbjorn or Mei even being swapped in sometimes at pro play for a support role for their utility and what they can do. So we don't necessarily know what they mean by support, but we can definitely tell you that they have quoted, adding another hero would be awesome. There's so much potential, especially healing in a game like Overwatch, because it's a very unique mechanic. Ana is so different than any other healers, and we have a bunch of prototypes in place playing with different mechanics. There are certainly healers in the prototype mix, so it'd be fun to maybe come up with them pretty soon, hopefully. Now we know that it's going to have been a long time by the time the next hero comes out that Ana was released. Well over a year, probably nearly a year and a half. So it is likely that the next hero will be a support, and it is likely there'll be some kind of healing support more than a utility support. But I want you guys to let me know in the comments, what kind of support would you like to see? I think what's interesting about this is we know about a lot of people now in the Overwatch universe, whether it be Maximilian or Athena or Hammond or any of the other names that could potentially be heroes or villains or at least playable characters in the future. So we know that there's all of these options out there, and I think it's going to be interesting seeing who the next hero will be. Now I've actually written down some ideas from different games and also just mechanics that are in Overwatch that could definitely be converted into something slightly similar in a new hero. We know for a fact that in the development scene they are working on heroes all the time, 3 or 4 heroes at a time, and 10 to 12 abilities they've also quoted in the past. So we know that there's constantly these different things going on, and that some abilities actually end up being on completely different heroes. So with taking a look at the game and what mechanics are and aren't in it, maybe we can make an educated guess between us on what the next hero will be like. So if we were to run through some ideas, what about someone that deployed health packs? A little bit like Torb throws down armor packs, but this hero was dependent on building charge like Torb would for his health packs, but maybe by healing or doing a specific amount of damage rather than just over time and on picking up scrap. The mechanics wouldn't have to be the same, they could be different, and they would also be more of a healer character, so they would probably get more healing packs to throw at their team the more healing that they done, or maybe damage would also contribute an amount to that too. Also, with the way that Reaper can now lifesteal, well, what about some kind of an anti-healer hero who could actually do damage to the enemy team, but that damage, instead of going to him like it does for Reaper, somehow gets distributed to the teammates, or one teammate specifically that maybe you have to target. This could also be in conjunction with the same hero that could be a zombie/curse mechanic, say from like Final Fantasy games or something, so that when you have cursed someone, when they receive healing from their team, of course they would take damage instead. The problem with that, I know you're all going to tell me, is trolling and people purposefully killing their team that get cursed. There could be a bit of a problem with that, but it would be an interesting mechanic if they could find a way around it. Supporting doesn't necessarily have to do with healing though. What if you had a hero, and I mentioned this the other day, that somehow helped your teammates get to locations that they usually can't? Of course, there would have to be some kind of mechanic in place to stop them picking you up and throwing you off the map, but if there was some way, like a Mei wall, but maybe bigger or thinner and taller, that could get people to the high ground, you would see characters like Bastion in crazy places you've never seen them before, making heroes like Pharah countered or certain strats more viable to counter, getting heroes to positions that they normally can't get to. It would definitely add to the game, and it would make a very interesting counterplay between both teams. One mechanic that definitely isn't in the game is someone that would charge up healing and burst that healing out in one go. So it wouldn't necessarily be easy to land all the time, but when you did, or if you were nearer and it was easier to land, you would get a much bigger burst of healing. Maybe it would heal 100, slightly more than Anna, but it would be harder to hit at a long range, making the interplay of that hero have to be more with the team, but also would probably be pretty squishy as a support pick. So there's all of these different ideas out there. Another way to receive extra healing like Anna's grenade, or maybe like a builder healer that builds turrets that heals your teammates. There's a lot of different options that I think Blizzard could go in, and knowing that we're going to be getting a support hero probably next, could we see any of these mechanics? You guys will have to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Now, one more thing that was actually said in this interview was about Terry Crews and why he wasn't Doomfist and why he may not fit into being Doomfist, and also how he could maybe be a different hero in the future. That part was kind of left open, but the reasoning they gave for him not being Doomfist was actually quite interesting. For starters, Terry Crews is this overwhelmingly positive, larger-than-life character, and I think one thing that I would personally say is maybe he could kind of overshadow some of the other personalities a little bit if he was Doomfist, but also he didn't fit in, they say, with the character of Doomfist. Yes, they want him to be able to be a little bit jokey, but they needed a character as well that was going to be really serious and dedicated to what they want to do in the world. And Terry Crews wasn't necessarily the best option for that, and the guy that they did get to was so incredible at doing all of the different versions of Doomfist, all the different moods, that they pretty much picked him up straight away. And I don't even know if Terry Crews was ever even considered. I'm sure he would have been amazing in his own way, but that's why he didn't happen. There's no like he's never gonna be a hero, but does it matter? We got Doomfist. The character itself is so cool anyway that I don't think too many people were upset by it. So guys, let me know what you think. What would you like to see from a support hero? Be sure to check out our Twitter and our Discord where you guys can find the Doomfist main of your dreams. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you guys get notified when our videos go live. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.